Fierce resistance is reported as Turkey continues its military operations in Iraqi Kurdistan against the militant Kurdistan Workers' Party, with the latter claiming a successful helicopter shootdown. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani has dispatched a delegation of senior security officials to Kurdistan to evaluate Turkey's recent occupational invasion into Iraqi Kurdistan and form a unified position with local authorities. The Yazidi Council in Sinjar has further condemned the attacks, pointing to Turkey's role in destabilizing the region. In other news, Turkish gendarmerie raided a village near Mount Bagok in Nusaybin and arrested 3 people, including a minor. Learn more with Media News. Since the onset of Turkey's renewed attacks in the Kurdistan region of Iraq, reportedly with US support, large parts of the Badenen region have been targeted. As well as a determined resistance by Kurdistan Workers' Party or PKK fighters, these assaults have triggered widespread protests from political parties, civil organizations and civilians. A Turkish military Sikorsky helicopter was shot down by PKK forces in the mountainous Zap region on the 10th of July, according to the military wing of the PKK. They further claimed to have shot down 2 Turkish drones in previous days and destroyed various positions in the Ahmedi area. The area is heavily restricted, preventing media coverage of the incident. The Turkish armed forces have recently attempted to expand their occupation of the Badenen region, particularly in Sargal and Shaladiz, justifying its actions by citing the presence of PKK fighters. Reports from Iraqi Kurdistan indicate that the Turkish army is now focusing on occupying a greater area of Iraqi Kurdistan. According to reports from Iraqi Kurdistan, the Turkish army's movements in the Badenen region have encountered strong resistance from guerrilla forces. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani has dispatched a delegation of senior security officials to Kurdistan to evaluate Turkey's recent occupational invasion into Iraqi Kurdistan and form a unified position with local authorities, the Iraq National Security Council announced on Wednesday. The council referred to the interventions and violations of Turkish armed forces in the border area, according to their statement, which strongly criticized Turkish military incursions and any attack on Iraqi territory, calling on Ankara to choose diplomacy and coordination with Baghdad on any security issue. Meanwhile, the presence of the Kurdistan Workers' Party gives Turkey an excuse to carry out such activities. The presence of the PKK is illegal, Reber Ahmed, Interior Minister of Iraqi Kurdistan, said on Wednesday, adding that the PKK should leave these areas so that the residents of these villages no longer have to be displaced. Since March, Turkish authorities have held extensive talks with both Iraq and the Kurdistan region of Iraq to secure local support for the success of their incursions. Within the scope of cooperation of these countries, on the 22nd of April, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan visited Iraq and met with Iraqi President Abdul Latif Rashid, as well as Prime Minister al-Sudani. Turkey is continuing its systematic attacks on the Kurdistan region and Iraq, the Sinjar Yazidi Council has said. Turkey aims to pressure the population by bombarding and destroying villages and towns, creating fear and forcing inhabitants to abandon their homes and property, the council stated. The council highlighted the broader implications of Turkey's military actions, accusing it of attempting to alter the region's demographics and plunder its resources. These inhumane attacks reach the level of war crimes, stripping away the essence of humanity. They have caused significant civilian casualties and destroyed the environmental and agricultural richness of the Kurdistan region, the council asserted. In a recent incident underscoring the dangers faced by civilians and journalists in the region, an attack on a vehicle carrying Yazidi journalists injured 3 people on Monday. The journalists were travelling for interviews marking the 10th anniversary of the Islamic State attack on the region. An investigation will determine whether the incident was caused by an airstrike or a planted bomb. On Wednesday morning, Turkish gendarmerie raided a village near Mount Bagok in Nusaybin and arrested 3 people, including a minor. The detainees, identified as 15-year-old B.A., Gulperi Aslan, and their guest Nergiz Okan, were reportedly severely beaten during the arrest. According to eyewitnesses, the gendarmerie raid was marked by extreme aggression and disrespect.
سلام والله تشتيها بسلامة كريم ما داش اختيارك من بريسي لحدانا من قضيتك وتتشتي ما وخبر قوتنا ما وزارو كيما كش ما تشد الدنيا دكية بوم بيرك نوير ابو بيشتغلي اشون قولا ما في كركي تشكيو هاتنا ما بريت فين قدانا مقو هر 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 تدقو عراق وخارنا هريا كيف هذيكم
وركي باز الصاري ولا بيهلك وخويدة فيفا ولي ما بكاري سانا ما أمهات نبواب مخبابج نستلوا ولول ما جي كريس خيف كرنا ما تعدل ما كرين ما كاري سانا يقول ما بنعيشة دولتها أبعيشة كافستانية